But God, rich in mercy, you came to save me. Now I'm alive. But God.
My name's Hunter Duke, and this is my But God story. Okay, so it's a normal day at work. We have a job that's really been bugging us all. It's been raining. We haven't been able to really get anything done with it. It's this big brick monument we're trying to put letters onto. We have to drill into it. Well, me and my grumpy Canadian coworker, he is very frustrated, visibly frustrated. He's upset. Well, his black truck pulls up. It looks pretty similar to the truck that we've been seeing the contractor of the job drive. He pulls up, he says, hey, asks how's it going, then he goes and does his business. So we both kind of just wave and say, hey, good to see you. Well, then the window rolls down, and it's somebody we don't recognize, speaking with a very thick accent, something I never really heard before, and I had no idea what he was saying. Well, he was trying to say doctor of some sort. I could see that there was a lady sitting in front, and she looked not in great shape. So me and my coworker both kind of get down, ask what's wrong. They didn't speak very much English at all. The woman could barely speak at all, period. Something was very visibly wrong with her. So we're trying to help him. He's asking how to get to a doctor, and we're trying to explain. My coworker actually lives in the area, and he said, all right, take a left, take a right, go down this way a mile. This guy does not get it, not even a little bit. He's very confused. Well, then we say, okay, there's an urgent care right down the road. So we tell him, just take a right. There's an urgent care, and there's doctors there, and we think that's fine. Well, he still does not understand. And then he just asks me, can you drive? And without thinking, I was like, sure, okay. So I hop in the driver's seat of this truck I've never seen before, these strangers I've never met before, and I'm just driving. So I'm driving so much I actually kind of went the wrong way in the parking lot a little bit. I kind of whipped back around. So I take a right, go down the urgent care, and I park right in the very front, throw into park, and grab the keys out of the truck. We're going inside, and the man runs inside. I still don't even know this guy's name. And he says, can you help my wife? So I go around, I open her door, and she can't move. I'm like, oh man, now what? I just, without even thinking, was like, can I pick you up? Can I carry you? So she just kind of nods so slightly. So I pick her up, I carry her in the urgent care, and I set her down. Once I find a chair, then roll her back. And 15 minutes later, I'm just sitting there kind of talking to the nice nurses that worked at this urgent care. And they're like, do you know these people? I'm like, I have no idea. Well, I don't know them at all. Well, they are like, well, okay, that's so sweet of you, whatever. Then next thing I know is an ambulance comes rushing in. They pull her out. She's on a stretcher. They're giving her air, and they load her up. On the way out, this man goes, my name's Eduardo. Can I get your phone number? So I was like, sure, absolutely. I get his phone number. Well, 2 days later, I get a call. Actually, I skipped class. Sorry, Mom. To study for another class, so not so much sorry, Mom. And luckily I did, because I probably wouldn't have answered. And it was actually him, and he called and said his wife was in the ICU, but she was stable. He then explained the reason I couldn't understand him after taking 3 years of Spanish in college is because he was speaking Portuguese. And I felt a little bit better. Still not very good at Spanish. My Portuguese is even worse. So he explained that he's actually from Brazil. He was visiting his daughter. His daughter had gone to work, and her husband was also away on business, so he wasn't even in town. And she was in Atlanta, I believe. Well, I get a call, says she's okay, and I don't hear anything from him. I'm assuming that she's getting better, but then this morning, today's Wednesday, I got a text saying, hi, my name's Priscilla, and I'm the daughter of the people who you helped a few weeks ago. And I was like, okay, this is awesome, good to hear from her. Like, how's your mom? She said mom's doing well. She's out of the hospital. She was in the hospital for 10 days. 6 of those were in the ICU, but that she's doing okay. And they're actually going back to Brazil. Her parents are on Friday. But it was just a crazy experience. And the strangest thing was on the way back, walking from the urgent care, it was half a mile. I left the truck with them because it wasn't my truck, and I didn't want a Grand Theft Auto charge. So I walked back to the job and just kind of like working. And it was a really strange day, and I would kind of like mention it to people and be like, "Oh, it's just a weird day." Like, what happened? And I explain, and they'd be like, "That's insane." And it was just a crazy moment. That's like where I was in that time. Well, Priscilla actually told me that she would like to give me something today as like a thank you, and I told her like I didn't need anything. I didn't really do anything that I don't think anybody else wouldn't have done. It was pretty, just think and act. But her and her daughter and her mom actually baked me a cake today, and it was delicious. It was a Brazilian cake, and it was very good. And she told me that she thanked me, and she said that I was their guardian angel, and which I don't think is the case necessarily. Like I said, I just did what I think anybody would have done. But in the same way, I think I was definitely put there for a purpose and for a reason. And, I was really just going through what I think God put me through there for a purpose, there for a reason. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. Maybe not everything perfectly right in the stance of, medical care, but I did what I did. So that's my story.
Strong